So I think we're going to get started. So when we do Pilates, we zip up the pelvic floor and we brace the abdominals. So that's just imagine if someone was going to punch you in the tummy, you would brace your tummy slightly because you know that punch was coming. Yeah? So just a slight bracing of the abs. So you feel the lower abs tightening a little bit. The pelvic floor, we lift slightly so we feel that tension in our lower abs. Don't pull it up so much that you can't breathe properly, you can't function, just enough where you can feel you're pulling in through the lower abs. That engages our transversus abdominis muscle, the deep stomach muscle, which is underneath all the others. So we zip up the pelvic floor, we brace the abs. We take our feet directly under our hips, and we just soften the knees. Now we're not bending them, but we're just relaxing them so they're not locked out. So our legs are straight, but the knees are soft. Then we need to look at where our hips are. I don't know if you can see from my mic well, but if you're prone to arching, where you kind of feel a lot of pressure in your lower back, your tailbone ends up sticking out this way. So you want to drop your tailbone down. So my tailbone has dropped, which creates this straight area here, and I zip up the pelvic floor, and now I'm in the neutral position. And then from there, we think tall, and we draw our shoulders down and back and relax our arms. So we're going to start with a breathe in through the nose, and we're going to exhale through the lips. So in Pilates, our breathing is sniff and blow. So we sniff through the nose, we exhale. It's like you purse your lips slightly, breathing in, and exhale. And again, breathing in, and exhale. Now this helps to calm us a little bit, get us focused on our workout. And exhale. Let's just do one more. Breathing in, and exhale. Now just roll your shoulders in a circle. I'm going to just turn the music up just a touch. I think we'll just turn it up just a touch more. Just continue to roll the shoulders in a big circle. So we're just lubricating our joints, getting mobility into our spine and into our shoulders. Now change direction. Breathe in, exhale. Breathing in, exhale. Okay, let's just do one more. And relax. Now take your feet together and make sure you're dropping that tailbone down and bracing still through the abdominals. And take the arms in front, stack one on top of the other, draw the shoulders into your back. We're going to inhale, then exhale, twist, and inhale to center, and exhale to twist. Now when I twist, I'm twisting from my upper body up. From my middle of my body up, I should say. So I'm not moving my hips. So I'm not doing this, where I'm rotating. I'm just doing a little rotation in my spine and my waist. My arms stay completely in front of my chest. So my chest rotates with my arms. And I'm not making this twist too big. So I don't want to bother my spine by trying to over twist. Just a little rotation. One more. And hold. Now take the hands to the hips and step your feet outside of the hips. And then just rock the pelvis. So you just want to loosen off the lower back. Now some of you might have been doing home, working from home, or well, maybe not homeschooling today because I think it's a day off for schools today. But some of you might be working and you might feel a little stiff in the spine and in the shoulders. So Pilates is great for that. Just step away from your desk, get some movement into your body, and then you'll be good to go for the afternoon. All right, one more, and then just wiggle it out and relax. Right, we're going to keep our feet here. We're going to go into a squat. So just reach forward and squat, and then stand up. Now keep the heels grounded and sit your butt back. You don't need to go too deep. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in, exhale. And again, inhale, exhale. So we should be starting to feel warmth in our body, a little bit through the legs, through the hips. One more, and hold. Now step your feet under the hips, and just bend the knees. Just bend and straighten. That's all we're doing. With the heels grounded. And if you're very tight in the Achilles, you might feel that a really big sort of stretch in the Achilles. If you're a runner, you might feel If this bends, one more. Okay, now rise onto your toes and drop. As you rise up, roll your feet out, like trying to spread your toes out. So kind of warm shoulders, waist, hips, knees, ankles, feet. One more. Okay, now relax. Right, stand on one leg. Take one leg in front and then just lift and drop. So now we're bracing our core. We're using our core to stabilize our body as we work our hips, thighs, glutes. Push and drop. It doesn't need to be high. Just go where you're good. Go where you can go. Let's do 2 more on that leg. 1 more. Okay, now hold. Swing the leg to the back and then hinge slightly forward. We're going to just bend this supporting leg just a touch and brace. Then we're going to lift and drop. Now you might be wobbly. If you need to hold on to furniture, that is perfectly fine, but we're trying to work our core to help stabilize us, keeping us balanced there. Well done. Keep going. Now we're going to squeeze the glutes. Now keep it going and just reach your arms forward. And let's do another 4 more on the leg. 4, 3, 2, ooh, I'm wobbling. 1 more, and stand up. Now lift the knee, up and around, up and around. Now if that's too quick for you, you go at your own time. And if you need to hold on to something. Can you manage 4 more? This leg should be starting to get tired. Last 2. Last 1. And relax. Shake it out. Okay, so we should be pretty warm now. Now we got to do it on the other side. So brace. We take one leg forward. Ready? We lift. Up and drop. So you're going to inhale. The hard work is the lift, yeah? So let's exhale on the lift. So we try to exhale on the exertion of most exercises. Yeah, we exhale as we make the hard work, and we inhale, giving our body that oxygen for the next repetition. Let's have 2 more. Last one. Okay, now we take it behind, leaning slightly forward so your nose is over your toes. Let's start with the lift. Squeeze. So we soften this knee. So this leg is working hard. Yeah, this butt cheek should be working hard. Try to keep your hips square so you're not trying to overlift where your hips start to twist. If you feel confident, reach up. And keep it going. Lift, tap down. 2 more. And 1 more time. Well done. Okay, relax. Shake it out. I think we're ready to come down on the floor. What do you reckon? So legs should be warm, hips should be starting to work. Our abs should be switching on. Let's start on our side. If you have a cushion or a towel, then grab it. Now, we're lying on our side. I want you to imagine you're against a wall. Your head, your shoulders, your back, your hips are against this straight wall. Draw the knees forward, but keep yourself in that straight line. We keep switching this on, and I'm going to stack my arms one on top of the other. I'm going to follow this hand with my eyes wherever it goes. So if you have a look, first of all, I'll do the first rep, and then you can join me. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to exhale and try and reach as far back as I can. On the inhale here, I'm going to push my hands further away from each other. And then I'm going to exhale and follow my hand back all the way to the front. I need to try to get the shoulders close to the floor as I can. My head is going to rotate with my twist, and I'm going to try and then extend wider to feel that stretch across the front. This is great for our digestive system. It's great for our back. It just mobilizes us even more. So let's do a few reps together. Ready? Breathe in, look up. Now exhale and reach. On the inhale, try and spread your arms wider and push the shoulder towards the floor. And on exhale, pull it up and around and down. And again, this is a great one to do in the morning. Help wake up our spine. Now reach right back and inhale. And then exhale, pull it all the way around and down. And again, inhale. Exhale to reach. Breathe in through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth. And again, 2 more on this side. Inhale. And exhale to extend, open wide. And come back. Let's do 1 more on this side. Keep bracing through the core. That helps our abdominals to stabilize us and support our back against this rotation. If we were relaxed and then just try to twist our spine, that's where we can end up with some problems. So we're just trying to make sure we keep that switched on. Okay, so flip over and let's do a few on the other side, and then we're gonna get cracking with some hardcore stuff. Hopefully you'll find it hardcore but enjoyable. All right, so lay down, stack yourself up as if you're against that wall, arms extended. Inhale, exhale to reach. Inhale and push, and then exhale to lift. And again, inhale, and exhale. And pull it back up, and down. And again, inhale. Feel the luxury of that twist on your spine. Push the hands away to stretch through the shoulders and the chest at the front here. And back. And again, 2 more. Breathe in. Exhale. And pull it up. And we have 1 more on this side. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Right, let's roll over onto our back. I prefer to be up at this end. I'm just going to flip myself over here again. So if you need a cushion, you know what I was saying at the beginning before we started, that some of us might need a cushion down to the posture, our posture of our upper back. If we have quite a rounded back, then we need that cushion. If you don't need it, you can just take it away. So your head should be just in line with your spine. We're going to keep zipping up and bracing. And I've got my feet planted on the floor, hip distance apart. Now my pelvis, I don't know if you can see from my belt there, but my pelvis, I want to make sure it's in neutral. So if you rock it from one direction to the other, that's your full range. If you stop about halfway, it should put you into neutral. So you want to check that there's a wee gap under the back, and that the hip bones and the pubic bone feel level with each other. So you don't want to slide your hands towards your pubic bone and feel like your pubic bone is higher than the hips. At the front here, you want to feel everything is in neutral. If that's the case, and you feel that that is neutral, then you're good to go. If you feel there's some kind of issue where the pubic bone's high, or that you've got a really large curve here, you just maybe need to rearrange those hips a little. However, bear in mind that the gap will differ from person to person. So you might have a large gap even though you're in neutral. And that is down to, maybe you're blessed with a nice big butt. So if you've got a nice big butt, you're going to have a nice big arch, which will look like an arch, but will actually, if the hip bones are level, you will be fine, yeah? So I want to grow this. I want to grow my booty a little bit bigger. Okay, right, I'm going to turn this back here. So I'm in neutral, and I'm going to take my fingertips to my temples. You can also support your head with your fingers. So you can go behind your ears and then be supporting. We don't grab our head and clasp, because that encourages us to pull on our neck. So rather than using our abdominals, we end up using back, chest, shoulders, back to pull on the neck and to get us up. So we're going to lightly support the head with the fingers if we need it, or take that support away and fingertips to temples. We then push the elbows out wide. I'm drawing my belly button downwards and I'm zipping up my pelvic floor. I inhale and I tuck the chin in slightly. On the exhale, I curl up. I inhale to drop. I exhale up. I inhale to drop. So I'm curling off the floor, curling up, squeezing those abdominals. And as I curl up, I am not tilting my pelvis. The lower back is lightly touching the floor as I lift because my spine is moving. What I'm not moving is my pelvis. I'm not rocking it and causing it to tilt. So my pubic bone is actually still in line with my hip bones as I curl up. And I can feel those abdominals really working. So just keep going with that and let me explain while you're going. To work the abdominals, there's the bottom of your abdominals, there's the top. You need to flex them, just like a bicep, just like you would bicep curl. So we're going to flex and extend. That is why we tuck the chin and curl off the floor, looking towards the knees rather than looking towards the ceiling. And that is a mistake a lot of people make when they're trying to do abdominal exercises. They push towards the ceiling and they're pushing up and down, but the abs are not really changing length. They're staying the same length, but you're just straining your neck muscles to get you up. So make sure you do a little head nod and then curl. So let's do 4 more of those. I'm sure your abs are feeling warm now. 3 more. Breathing out on the way up. 1 more, and on this last one, stay there. Now reach forward and pulse. Little breath in and out, and just pulse towards your heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll down. Hopefully you've got a little fire in your belly now. Hopefully that feels hot. Right, we're now going to use our pelvis and put it into imprint. So now I'm tilting my pelvis that way, so my hip bones roll back, because I'm trying to push my lower back into the mat. So I push down through my belly, but I've got soft buttocks. I'm not gripping the butt cheeks to get me into that position. So I soften the butt, and I just pull the belly button down and press the belly button down in towards the floor. Then I'm going to lift up and just alternate my legs, tapping down. Now if you feel your back is arching when you do that, just go into imprint and just lift and place the foot down before you lift the other one. Otherwise, try and see if you can do it without kind of resting on the floor with the toes. So I'm just a little lightly tapping. So just keep going with that. 10, 9, so lower abs should be working. Lost count. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to come up to what we call tabletop. Knees in line with hips, lower back to the floor, lower legs parallel to floor. If that is too much, just put one leg down and use one leg. We're going to do 10 crunches and then 16 pulses. So if we're doing 10 and you've got one leg up, do 5 and then switch leg. If you're staying here, we're going to do all 10 here. So it's just the same as before, hands either behind the ears supporting the head or fingers to temples. We inhale with that little head nod. We're going to exhale up. Inhale, drop. Exhale up. That's 2 and 3, 4, 5, and if you want to switch legs, 6 and 7. Keep flattening the tummy as you curl up. 8, 9. On this last one, hold, reach. Let's pulse forward again. We've got 16. Keep pulsing. Squeeze tight. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Hug the knees. Take a rest. While you're resting, check it out. Option 1, knees together, feet together, toes on the floor, arms wide. Option 2, imprint, tabletop, feet together, knees together. We're going to roll to the side, and when we drop to one side, we keep this shoulder pinned down, and then we lift, and then we roll the other way. So if your feet are on the floor, we roll back to center, roll back to center, yeah? So we're going to take a little bit of oblique work, and then we're going to try the Pilates 100s. So imprint, lift the knees to tabletop, brace through the core, take a breath in. Now exhale, roll to the side, breathe in to pull up, exhale to drop, breathe in to lift, and drop, and again, keep going. This is great for your back as well, but if you feel you have any back issues, please, please, please put your feet on the floor and do this move with toes grounded, or just the toes. You can keep the heels up. Right, let's do 4 more. And 3. And 2. Pinning the shoulders down. And center. Rest, hug the knees, take a break. While you're resting, I'm going to go through the 100s with you. So the Pilates 100s are called 100s because they have 100 breaths. We take 5 sniffs and 5 blows through that pursed lips. 5 sniffs, 5 blows, 10 times equals 100. We do 100 pulses of a nice straight and strong arm. So we're pulsing through the shoulder. It's not a huge pulse. This is not what we're looking for. It's quite a small pulse. It's quite quick, but we're trying to stabilize our torso while we do it. So I'm going to give you a few options, including making it harder by adding your cushion between your legs. So just check this out for a moment. I'm going to imprint. I'm going to pick up my knees to tabletop. I then tuck the chin in as I inhale, and I exhale to curl up into that curled position. So it's the same as what we did when we were here and when we pulsed here, yeah? I then flatten. So I'm just demonstrating just now, so just keep yourself relaxed and watch. I'm flattening through my belly, and then I pulse from the shoulder. So take a look. I take 5 sniffs. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now as I pulse my arm, I'm trying to keep this part of my body really stable. If I make it too big, I'm probably going to have a little bit of swinging going on. So there shouldn't be a big movement, and it shouldn't be about swinging our body back and forth. It's about stabilizing and holding very still, keeping nice and strong. This is the normal option. If it's too hard for you to keep both legs up, you can have one leg, and at 50, which I'll tell you when 50 is, you would switch leg. If you have neck issues, then you can put your head on a cushion, but you have to try harder to brace, because it's very easy to just lift the legs in the air and flap your arms, but actually switch your abs up when your head is down. So you're going to really pull down with your rib cage and your belly button and brace tight while you're pulsing in this position if your head is staying grounded. If you get a sore neck, put your head down, do a few reps without the head up, and then try to tuck in and roll back up. Because it's very, when we get tired here, our head tends to slip back a little bit, and before we know it, we're holding ourselves up with our neck. So it's just about making sure the shoulders are curled up enough and our head is in the correct position so that we don't strain the neck muscles. So if your neck is hurting, you're going to forget about this and you're going to concentrate on the neck, and then you're not going to get the benefit of the exercise. So you may as well stop, rest for a second, and then try to reset your body. So option 1 would be one leg, option 2 would be both legs, option 3, you could put the cushion between your legs and extend your legs and squeeze the cushion while you're inhaling and then or exhaling. So you could breathe in, relax, and then on the exhale, squeeze the cushion as you're pulsing down. So this can make that a little bit tougher. It's like it's like when we use our fitness circles, our Pilates circles. I don't know if we have them at RG, but there's these circles that you can squeeze. And when we use them, it gives us the same kind of feeling in our legs. So if you want to do that, you can grab a cushion and try that. Okay, so I'm going to imprint, brace my belly, and I'm just going to take my cushion away for a moment. I'm going to lift and lift, If I'm going to use the cushion, then I'm going to stick it between my ankles. Get it comfy. And then I'm going to inhale to nod the head. I'm going to exhale to curl up. If I'm staying in tabletop, this is fine. If I want to extend the legs, I'm going to drop them out. So I'm going to lift that shoulder blades off the floor and flatten. Are you ready? Now, breathe. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. 31, 2, 3, 4, 5. 41, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you squeezing? 2, 3, 4, 5. 51, 2, 3, 4, 5. 61, 2, 3, 4, 5. 71, 2, 3, 4, 5. 81, 2, 3, 4, 5. 91, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, exhale down, and rest. Whew. So I really felt my legs working as I squeezed and then released and squeezed and released. So relax, take a stretch. Stretch yourself out. Okay, right, where are we? Oh, we've got plenty of time, right? Let's roll over, do a bit of back work, and then we'll come back to our abdominals very soon. Oops. Right. So, we're going to lie on our front. We want to squeeze our butt and press our hips towards the mat. Push out strong through your legs, and I want you to try and pull your big toes towards each other. Try and shrink the waist, so like you're trying to pull the waist in. I'm going to put my arms just on the floor here, with my head in line with my spine. On the inhale, I do a very small head nod, and then on the exhale, I lift my chest, and I stretch out through my toes and out through the crown of my head. And then I come back down to the floor. So I breathe in, I exhale, I breathe in, and I exhale down. And I breathe in again, I'm going to exhale to lift and stretch. And then come down. Now keep going with that. Just keep moving with this while I just explain what we need to be thinking about here. Your arms are on the floor, but do not push into your forearms or into the blade of your hand. So you're not pushing yourself up using your chest and shoulders to drive you up off the floor. Be very light on your arms and get your back engaged to pick you up off the floor and stretch you long. It's very common to then start pushing into the forearms to get you up, and then you get up quite high, but your back isn't doing the work. So you want to make sure it's the back that's lifting you. So don't push into those arms. Now if you want to stay with the arms on the floor, that is fine. If you want to now start lifting the arms, you breathe in with a little head lift. You exhale to lift and take the arms with you, and then give your arms a little squeeze back so you feel it in your back, feel it in your upper back. Inhale at top and then exhale to drop. So you would inhale, you would exhale to rise and squeeze into your back, breathe in at the top, and then exhale down. Just keep going with that. I'm just going to rejoin you. Everything's the same as before. Breathing in, exhale, breathe in, exhale. I'm squeezing my glutes, I'm squeezing my legs, and I'm squeezing my shoulder blades. And drop. Two more. And one more. Now rest. Take the hands under the head. Take the legs slightly apart. Start with one leg. Extend and drop. And then extend. So I'm lifting my leg off the floor, pressing my hips into the mat. If I don't press the hips in towards the mat, I might try to lift my leg high. So watch my left leg. Can you see that hip lifting? And then I do the other one. So if I'm lifting my hips, there's a lot of rocking going on here. So press into the floor, squeeze your butt, push out through your legs, so you're pushing towards the opposite wall. Then inhale, exhale, extend the leg and drop. See the difference? It's not very high, but I'm stretching my leg out. Now you can stay here with this, alternating legs, or you can extend the arms, draw the shoulders into your back, slightly lift your chest, and as you lift one leg, lift the opposite arm and stretch. Touch down. Now stretch. And as you're coming down, try to stay really long. Stretch out and drop. Exhale. Breathe in on the way down. Exhale. Breathe in on the way down. Forward. And drop. And 3. And drop. 2. And one last time. Now take hands under the head and lift both legs. If you're not comfortable with both legs, you carry on with singles. If you're comfortable with both legs, try the upper body. Breathe in. Exhale. Stretch long. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Hands stay under the forehead. It's like your forehead is super glued to your fingers. And then just lift and stretch your spine and drop. And again, extend and drop. Are you breathing? Try not to hold your breath. 2 more. And one last time. And down. Hands under the shoulders. Push yourself back and take a little stretch. Now just wiggle out. Just move around. And then roll up. Okay, flip yourself over. And we're going to do some oblique rotation work. Oblique twist, like a Russian twist type thing. So, you can do it with the feet on the floor, hands to your chest. I've got a straight back, so I'm sitting right on top of my sit bones. I'm going to roll back and flex the abdominals, and then just twist. So there's option 1. Option 2, sorry, I'm stuck. My wires are stuck. Option 2, I'm going to add the dumbbell. Option 3, with or without the, sorry, I'm a bit twisted and caught up in my wires here. Option 3, lift the legs. And option 4, add a cycle. So there's plenty of options. So check it out. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3, with or without the weight. Option 4. Yeah, you can hold the weight however you want. I quite like to hold it that way actually. I feel a bit more comfortable holding it like that way. But you hold it however you like, if you're using it. You might even just use your cushion, and then just tap the cushion. You know, just having that something to take towards the floor can help you with the rotation. Right, so if this is not great for you, if even this doesn't feel good for your back, you're going to head to the floor and twist and drop. Elbows wide, twist and drop. Just like that. Yeah? So that's the back issue people. If you have issues with your back, there's where you might want to be. Otherwise, let's do it. Right, so I'm going to start with my weight. Got a good grip of it. So I'm sitting tall. I breathe in, I exhale to flex. I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to exhale. Sniff and blow. If you want more, lift the legs. If you want even more. Now this really tests your balance. I did these last week and I also did them balancing on a cushion, and that was really challenging. So you could add anything you like to this to make it harder. You could add that cushion, sit on it, and then try and move your legs. Then you'll really feel how unstable you become. Let's keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and relax. Whew, they are tough. They are challenging. Right, flip over. Come down onto elbows and knees under hips. Engage the core and extend your back leg in line with your hip. We're going to breathe in. We're going to exhale, take it across and out and across. So you're making like a big archway. Let's do 16 reps on each leg. Ready? So we lift it, breathe in, exhale. That's one. So 2 breaths out, 1 more breath out. That's 2. 3. Squeeze the butt, push the leg up and over. 10 more. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. Keep core tight. 4 more. last one now, I think. Just lost count there. Now push up onto the hands. Reach out and then pull in, extend. Pull in, oops, extend, trying to fall over. If that's too much, put the hands on the floor, curl under, pull the knee in, and extend. Squeeze and stretch. 10 more. 10. 9. Keep going. Squeeze, extend. Last 2. 1 more. Okay, down. Take a little breather. If you need to move your hip off to the side. A bit of issues there. Probably my battery. Oh no, managed to switch it off. There we go. Managed to switch it off. Right, come on up. Right, extend the other leg. Front leg now. Brace. Ready? Across. And out to the side. 2. Right the way over, right the way back out. 12 more. Keeping yourself really strong as you move your leg. If 16 reps is too much for you, you just do what you can. We got 9 more. Think about that glute gains. Working the booty. Working the booty of the one you're leaning on as well as the one you're moving. 4. 2 more. And last one. Now come up. Extend the leg. If you can, extend the arm. Breathe in. And let's go. Curl under. Tuck your head in. Pull the knee into your chest. 12 more. 10 to go. 9. 8. 4. Squeeze. 3. 2. Last one. And down. Sit back, push your hips towards the side you've just been working. And then roll around. Woo. And then come up and over. Almost done. 2 more exercises to go. Right. If you want to use a dumbbell, you can. It's up to you. Right. You can either just lift one leg, the other leg grounded, or imprint with both legs and then extend. So I want you to extend your right leg. I then want you to take your dumbbell or your empty hand, the left one, either with dumbbell or without, overhead, and your opposite arm out wide. We're going to inhale to tuck the chin in. We're going to exhale to reach, then inhale to drop. Yeah, so we push away. So let's get going. Ready? Inhale, exhale, lift, come down. Exhale, lift, and drop. Curl up, and drop. And as I said, you can do it without the dumbbell. Keep flattening the tummy. One more. Now come up and pulse for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch hand. Switch leg. Reach, breathe in. Exhale. Push the leg away if you can. Squeeze tight as you come up. Breathe out as you lift. We're doing 10 on each side. Two more. Now lift and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, right, pop dumbbell down, either in tabletop, and just lift your butt and drop. Now I'm sure we'll all manage this. If it really is too much, feet on the floor and just tilt and release, but really use your abdominals, squeeze them. Guys, when you're doing this, it's not a swing. This does not work your abdominals, it works your back. My back throws me up. So I want to use my abs, it's quite small, and drop. So there's level 1. If you want more, take your hands one on top of the other, reach them back, and keep them back here as you curl up. So I am not swinging forward. If you can see your hands, when you're coming up, your arms are in the wrong place. They should be back here. So biceps to your ears. Yeah? And at the same time as you lift your upper body, this has got to get off the floor. So we're going to do 10 reps and then we're going to rest. We're done. So inhale, tuck the chin. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, squeeze. And drop. And squeeze. So if you weren't lifting your upper body, just the lower. Lift your butt. I think that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Last 2. One last time. And down. Take your arms wide. Pop your feet to the floor. Drop the knees and twist. And drop your shoulders into the mat. And if you can, pull the leg across and stretch. And the other side. Roll. And then pull across. Now just hug your knees to your chest and rock. Try a circle. Circle the mat. Change direction. Pull the knees in, curl up. drop and stretch. Shake out your legs. Pull yourself up to seated. Take your hands behind your knees and roll. Come on up. Hands behind your back and stretch. And release. So I hope you feel like you've had a little bit of a workout. You've worked your core. I hope you've learned something about how to train the core if you've never done Pilates before. If you're an old hand at Pilates, you maybe found that way too easy. I was just trying to make it that it would be suitable for everybody, and I hope everyone managed it.